12 on the best so far. Would it be an 11?
Hey! So, on a previous video, you would have seen us crack the 11-second club. 11.98 is our PB at the moment. Well happy with that, but unfortunately the weekend ended with a broken gearbox. So we're back in the unit, and it's time to get this gearbox off the Mk5 Golf and see if we can find something untoward inside. That'd be nice if it's something we can find straight away. So front end off, well, it's almost time to get the gearbox off the engine. Unfortunately, this is a big ass O2M gearbox. Maybe if you've got a ramp you can get the gearbox off without taking the engine out, but we're just on axle stands in the unit, so it's going to have to be a full engine out job, which is never fun, but it does give us a good little chance to check over that tubular manifold that we've just recently fitted. Everyone has already said it's going to crack, so we'll give this a little inspection as well. There you go, it's not often you get to see that CG clutch.
No.
Good. Stay shiny inside. Twin plate, 184 Super Sport. Great clutch. Great clutch. So what are we expecting to find in here?
Hopefully something broken. What, I don't know. Place your bets in the comments now.
So just to remind you, this is a completely stock O2M gearbox from a VW Golf, code FML. Nothing special about it. We got it second hand, so to be honest I've got no idea on the history of this gearbox. All we did was change the oil and put it on the engine and basically pray that the gearing was right and that everything would be okay. Now, if you watched the last video, you would have seen that I was completely unable to get first gear. Usually, I struggle getting second gear, and we've had this, well, basically since we fitted the gearbox, let's be honest, 2 years ago. I spent the first year mis-shifting second quite a lot. Then we uprated to the Cooler Works shifter, and I thought maybe it was just the shifter, but maybe fitting that Cooler Works just gave me a little bit more confidence, and it's got a bit more accuracy than the stock shifter.
This is first and second, which is going in.
Spent the rest of the season, you know, getting that second gear. Every once in a while I'd miss second gear, and of course I'd blame myself, and I'd spend the rest of the weekend with the guys taking the mick out of me because I can't get second gear. Well, the gearbox is open now, and typically we can't find anything that's possibly broken or damaged. We can get first and second gear without the case on, so yeah, I don't know.
She didn't want to play, but now she does. She does. Unless there's something in this side.
So no forks, bend, and bushes single side.
Yeah, I mean I can't. This is where we would normally expect it to be. Sheared off the rivet, but the rivet's there.
Okay.
Fork doesn't look like it's bent. Unless there was just something jammed in it and taking that off has released it. But having the diff put in, they'll check it all.
So exactly that. We rolled down the shutter, said goodnight to the Don, took the gearbox down to Essex to Malden and headed to Pro Race Engineering. The guys there are basically going to have a look over the gearbox and also fit the new differential that I bought, a limited slip diff, and the fourth gear support that is also available from Pro Race Engineering. Overkill, I know, but you know, if you've got it, hopefully you'll never need it, and you never know what winter upgrades we get.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been grinding that motherfucker. They are completely toast on that. That's our joint, that's first gear. That's where it goes on to second. It has worn the teeth on second as well. You might find I've got a decent hub I can use, but the second gear on the only matching second gear I found ain't too great, so I could pull one apart here. So we're going to pull some more apart, see what I've got.
So there you have it. Second gear synchro was worn. That was not me. As we said, it was a used gearbox. God knows what kind of abuse that gearbox has had in a previous life on whatever car. God knows what mileage it was. But, you know, it's been repaired now. So fingers crossed that's the end of our second gear issues. And, of course, we fitted a limited slip differential. Now, I've always been of the ilk of run slicks on an open diff. I've got more than enough grip then for the amount of power I've got. But we've done the upgrade now. This will be the first time actually in 15 years of racing that I've ever fitted a limited slip diff. So, you know, it's a lot of money to be fitted, because not only do you have to buy the diff, you've got to buy the ARP bolts, then you've also got to pay Pro Race Engineering to shim the diff to fit in the casing or something like that. I don't know, but it cost money. And then also I had a fourth gear support that I bought, which is from Pro Race Engineering. So while it was down there and the case is apart, it's a service that they can do, and that's fit that fourth gear support. Of course, I don't really have the power for that at the moment, but as we said, you never know what the winter will bring. Random stuff comes up for sale, and you know how it goes. So the gearbox is back. The lads are going to go and fit it. Unfortunately for them, probably fortunately for me, probably fortunately for them, I'm in Sweden at Tierp Arena. We're drag racing FIA round number 3. So while I'm away, they're going to get that gearbox fitted. As soon as we're back, it's going to be a couple of days. By the time you're watching this video, in fact, it's going to be the Greenlight Nationals at Santa Pod Raceway. That's round number 5 in the VWDRC Championship. We're not really in it for the championship this year. As you can imagine, we dialed 11.99 even when we were running 13s. But let's see what this gearbox will do. We've got a diff in there. No real more power. Can we go quicker than 11.98? Well, I'll come back from Sweden. There's a class called 1090 Super Street. A Super Street. I'm sure many of you racers remember Super Street from England that got dropped. Well, they still run that out in Sweden. So maybe there's a target to be had there. 1090 class. Maybe we get to go Tierp next season. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. I'll see you in the next video, which will give you a roundup of how Greenlight Nationals goes. Let you know how the gearbox goes, and let you know if we get any more PBs. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.